Welcome to 2026. We are officially in a new year, which means the reset button has already been hit. You've likely got your new productivity apps installed, your fitness goals tracked, and your budget spreadsheet ready. But let me ask you about the most chaotic variable in your house right now, your dog. If you own a smart breed, a doodle, a shepherd, a border collie, you know that basic obedience isn't enough. You feel like you're speaking a different language, and frankly, you're tired of just barking orders like sit and no and hoping something sticks. You don't need more tricks. You need a communication protocol. Today, we are continuing our look at clicker training, but not the way most people teach it. We aren't just talking about basic commands. We're talking about installing a logic system in your dog's brain that creates a productive, happy relationship from scratch. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to turn your dog from a confused puppy into a problem-solving partner for the year ahead. Most people look at a clicker, that little plastic box that makes a clicking sound, and they think it's just a tool to teach sit. That is a massive underutilization of the technology. Think of the clicker as the keyboard to your dog's computer. It is the precise moment of data transfer. Here is the reality. Puppies, even as young as 3 weeks old, understand cause and effect. There's a fascinating case study by a specialist named Kevin Alexander. He took a litter of 3-week-old golden retrievers, tiny, barely coordinated puppies, and taught the entire litter to lift their paws on cue in minutes. How? He didn't push them. He didn't lure them. He simply waited for a random paw lift, clicked, and treated. In that moment, a light bulb went on. The puppy thinks, wait a minute. When I execute this specific motor function, the giant creature dispenses food. This is a controllable outcome. That is the shift we are looking for in 2026. We want your dog to stop guessing and start thinking. We want them to realize they have agency. When a dog realizes they can cause a reward to happen, they stop being a passive passenger and start being an active participant in the training. And listen, I know how frustrating it is when that light bulb doesn't seem to go on. That's why we're doing this deep dive. If you are committed to finally cracking the code on your dog's behavior this year, if 2026 is the year you stop stressing and start enjoying your dog, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps the algorithm get this manual to other analytical owners who are just as overwhelmed as you might be. Okay, let's look at the mechanics of shaping. This is where the analytical mind really thrives. Shaping is essentially building a complex behavior out of small, incremental data points. Mr. Alexander, the specialist I mentioned earlier, doesn't just teach a trick. He teaches a base movement that can be compiled into multiple different functions. Let's take that paw lift we talked about. Level 1 is just lifting the paw. But once that software is installed, you can upgrade it. You can shape that lift into a high five. You can shape it into ringing a bell on the door to signal they need to go outside. You can even use it to teach them to voluntarily offer their paw for nail trimming. Do you see the difference? We aren't just teaching a trick for a party. We are teaching a concept, targeting, and applying it to hygiene, communication, and fun. The clicker makes this easy because it marks the exact millisecond the dog gets it right. It removes the ambiguity. For my analytical friends watching, imagine trying to learn a new language, but your teacher only tells you if you got the word right 10 seconds after you said it. You'd never learn. You need instant feedback. That is what the clicker provides. When the puppy understands the game, they start doing things on purpose. They make eye contact. They wake up. They start analyzing the universe in relation to themselves. Now, I hear some of you saying, my dog isn't a golden retriever. My dog is stubborn. My dog asks why. Maybe you have a hound, a terrier, or even a super smart border collie that questions your authority. clicker training is actually more effective for these non-obedience breeds. Why? Because these breeds operate on a transactional logic. They are asking, what is in this for me? Traditional training often relies on social pressure or because I said so. Smart dogs and independent breeds hate that. They need a reason. The clicker provides the answer to why. It creates a clear contract. Action A equals reward B. It validates their intellect. It tells them, I'm not just bossing you around, we are playing a game where you can win. Once a stubborn dog realizes they can manipulate you into giving them treats by behaving correctly, they become the most obedient dogs in the world. Not out of fear, but out of opportunism. And honestly, we'll take it. So here is your mission for January 2026. Stop thinking of training as a chore or a battle of wills. Start thinking of it as installing a new operating system. Start early. If you have a puppy, start now. If you have an older dog, it's never too late to reformat the drive. But I know the problem isn't the concept, it's the execution. You understand the theory I just explained, but you're worried about the timing. You're worried about holding the leash, the treats, and the clicker all at once. You want a manual, not just a story. That is exactly why I recommend the training protocol. This isn't a collection of vague tips. It is a structured, step-by-step instruction manual designed for the owner who wants to get the mechanics right. It breaks down the timing, the criteria, and exactly how to troubleshoot when your smart dog tries to outsmart the system. If you are ready to approach dog training with the same precision you apply to your career and your life goals, you need to check this out. I've dropped the link in the description below. Click that link, grab the protocol, and let's make 2026 the year you and your dog finally speak the same language.